Hello, collective. Welcome to automatic writing. Automatic writing. Okay. Basically, a random reading based on one of the audio insights that I do. We're gonna clarify with some cards and see what comes up. Um, I don't know if I should start this in the beginning or at the end, but we're gonna leave it to the end because it might not resonate with everybody. So we're gonna start first off with, let's see here. It might not make sense to you, collective, but it makes sense to me. These are your little BM, okay? I think that's, as you guys can see, there's so many notes. It's a little time, okay? So I'm gonna divide this in three categories. The reason why is because I actually pre-recorded. I took it down because there were some things that I mentioned that was too much of my personal input. So I'm redoing this. But I will say, when I channel this, which I'm going to do now, three different categories. Number one, it is. Oh, wait, no. That's for the next message. But it might be. I would say this. You have secret admirers, okay? And then you have people from your past, okay? Whether it was an ex or just a fling or whatever, people you dealt with on a romantic level. All of this is romantic based or love based, okay? And lastly, you got people that you don't know, complete strangers that is like up in their feels, in their heart for you. Is it the new moon or full moon that's coming up in 2 days? Is it Valentine's Day? We will see, okay? But yeah. Welcome to BKA Oracles. Okay, I channel messages for you guys. Hi, Sebaskin. Please take what resonates, okay? So let's go back to it. It might not make sense to you. You meaning collective. But it makes sense to them. Okay? The first category. Strangers. Okay? This is something that is going to be revealed. It could be during the new moon phase, literally like in 2 days. Let me double check. I'm also tuning in for on Thursday for somebody. There's going to be like a revelation, okay? Like a confession. So Thursday for somebody, and for, I guess, rest of you guys on Wednesday, okay? So yeah, other than that, there's also gonna be talks about building a home, building stability, building Ace of Pentacles, okay? Either they're gonna bring it to you, or they're gonna be like, collective, you're my Ace of Pentacles, or I have the Ace of Pentacles. Basically, I have everything you need, or you're the missing puzzle to their piece, or their missing piece. You know the saying, the missing piece to their puzzle. Hierophant is, for me, marriage, okay? God being involved, twin flames being involved. For some of you guys, this is not really a definition for me. You can be dealing with a Taurus, okay? Because that's what the people say in terms of tarot line and the Hierophant, okay? What else? People that are in partnerships, okay? Long-term relationship, like there was a document probably often. Or they want this with you. Like, again, missing puzzle to their piece. Bring in the Ace of Pentacles because, yeah, you might not get it, collective, but they do. Or what? You don't make sense. You don't think it makes sense, but it makes sense to them, okay? Maybe they didn't think you make sense before, but now you do. There's definitely going to be an ending, so something new can begin. I'm also tuning into the grass has been fed. It just sounds so weird. It's not a. It's, I mean, it could be a play on the grass is always greener on the other side, which is you, collective. But it's like the grass has been fed, so that means whatever was dead, grass is vitality in terms of it gives food. So maybe there was like nothing growing, and now there was crops. There is grass. Okay. They don't want to fight with you. They don't want to fight with themselves. Okay. Next category. It is for the past people. Now, obviously, if you feel like the first message resonated with the access past people, you take it. So right now, again, it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to them. Category number or group number 2. You know what? The thing is, what doesn't make sense is the fact, number 1, why you broke up. Okay? But I'm also getting the energy of like, okay, is it love or is it not love? What do they want? What do group number 2, the past lovers, want? Okay? Okay, so basically they don't want to be an emperor. That means they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to be a businesswoman, businessman. You know what this is getting? This is reminding me of like, for the past people you dealt with in love, like the past exes and lovers, they're the type of people, they lack accountability. They don't want to be in their masculinity. They probably don't have the best security within themselves or feel secure. Maybe they feel like you're demanding too much. Maybe you're waiting for them to be in this energy like, you need to get into your masculinity. I need you to be provider. I need you to be more macho or masculine or whatever. And they feel like they don't want to be in this vibration. Like, collective, you don't understand, right? It don't make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. So, what do you want to be in a relationship? What is this? Okay, so for some of them, it's not giving, I want to be in a relationship with you, collective. For the exes and the past lovers, it's more so, I still want to be in contact with you. I still want us to be friends. But I also feel like that's a mirage of like, let's start over again as friends and other stuff on their side for some of you guys. Okay, for others, it's like, I want us to end on good terms and have a friendship and only that. So for me, that it's given more so you're the one that probably ended things, and they're like, your logic doesn't add up to my logic. This person feels drained. Okay, they feels like they don't know what to do, but they're also still here wanting to be a part of your life, even if you're not lovers. Okay. You know what this is reminding me of? You probably had the upper hand, and they're like, what? Yeah, I think they're a bit shocked. I don't know why. They're a bit shocked. I don't think you care too much. I will say this though. I feel like you're more so like, I don't think you're thinking of them like that. I don't know. I'm also thinking about what I'm tuning into is the retrograde. So this is like people you let go. Like you're kind of like, okay, it is what it is. But they're like, how dare you let me go? I'm so smart. How dare you let me go? I'm like a king of swords. Like I'm just shit. I don't know. You know what? Somebody's ego got hurt. Okay? But they still want to be your friend. They still want to like be amicable, cordial with you. Some of them is giving start over again as friends and see if there could be a change like in the far future. Okay. Next group. This is for people you don't know. So this is for the why do I feel like I'm speaking in German? So for instance, like Somebody could also be from Australia. That's also what I'm channeling here. But what's the saying? You know how, I don't know if it will resonate, but a lot of people, when they do watch readings, what I've noticed, the majority be watching for people they haven't met, or it has gone on for like it's been a while since there's been any interaction. Like I'm talking about like months, years down the line, which by this time they're like basically strangers, right? Like no contact. They're no contact group, okay? Like it doesn't make sense to me, but it will make sense to you. Like, this is group 3, like for the strangers, okay? I wouldn't say secret admirers, but like it could be like they got some sort of epiphany 2 to 3 years down the line. They want victory with you, okay? They want to be victorious again, so they're coming back again. Okay, it could be, yeah, they see that you're shining, you're looking good. They also could be looking good and shining, and they're like, what I do, collective? For some of them, I'm also getting into, damn, I'm actually in love with them. Like, it's been 2-3 years, and now, like, I'm in love with collective. Like, I have a crush on them. I'm in love with them. And it doesn't make sense. And you probably, like, it's been, like, freaking 3 years. It's been 2 years. It's been months. Like, you were not on this energy when... Actually, I feel like for a lot of you guys, I don't think... It's hard to tell. But, like, it's kind of like you don't know them, but you do. So, it could be... I don't know. Somebody you see every day at the grocery store... Why is this so relevant? The people you work with, or you take the transportation, and I don't know, you see them at the shoe store or whatever, but like, maybe that's symbolic. Like, you've been meeting somebody in passing, and you're like, and you meet them every day, you have a convo, and they're like, you know what? This is love. Logically, it gives infatuation, but they feel like it's love. Like, it doesn't make sense to you, collective, but it makes sense to them, okay? Yeah, I don't feel like they never want to end things with you. You know what? I'm also going to throw in, like, if you were in the talking stage with people, they realize now, like, oh my God, I'm actually, like, I have feelings for them. I love them. Logically, it's a love, but it's like for them, they feel it's love. Like, it's like feelings, okay? Because I don't want to throw anyone off. Side note, for that random person that said, I only read for clicks and views, check on my 1-800,000 messages. Okay. If I do readings for clicks and views. I just wanted to, I will address this later on after I do all the messages. But yeah. Collective. Yeah, this person that is like, oh my God, the influence for you, they don't want things to end. Like, they don't want to end things seeing you. They don't want to stop. Okay, I feel like they want to take this to the next chapter. The ultimate fact is like, what do you want? What is your decision? So, we're going to go on to the next message, which is... Angels, tell me what to do. I'm so in love with you. You meaning collective, okay? So somebody's name is Luna, or that could also be symbolic for the moon. Somebody's name is also Viola, okay? So we're going to start with Viola first. It could be Viola that's like asking the angels or ancestors that they're in love with you or something. Yeah, so I feel like it's really going through it. They're going through it. I feel like you know what I'm also getting here? Like, they didn't think, it hasn't sunk in that they lost you. Like, it hasn't hit them yet. Okay, excuse the English. So Viola, I feel it hasn't hit them yet. So that's why, like, they're not really sad. They don't, it's kind of like, because I'm in love with you from the perspective of Viola, I don't feel sad. So somebody's in this illusion of it's okay. Like, they're not sad or happy, but they're like in the middle. Like, it's not fake. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Well, Viola is in love, has asked their angels about this, and yeah, they're waiting for your return. They're waiting for your action. Yeah. And even if, like, you don't feel anything, they're still waiting for, like, some sort of action or return, collective, okay? And if you're Viola watching, they don't have anything to say. Like, they have good feelings about you. They still feel like you guys are family. It's just that I think, yeah, I don't know. There's some sort of, like, secret or hidden thing or something, some sort of revelation about some sort of stability or money. Somebody's sister is also involved, Viola. So it's, or who is watching for Viola. Somebody's sister involved, so it might throw you off a bit. I feel like somebody's sister had a lot to do when it comes to the connection with Viola, okay? And yeah, it's quite heartbreaking, okay? But the peace will come for sure. It's just that somebody's still hurt. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of sibling rival. Oh my god. Like, I don't know. You cannot have my sister or something. Or I don't want you to be with my brother. I don't know. This is weird. But there's going to be some sort of communication. I don't feel like whoever's on the receiving end will be too happy about this. Because it's like, as an example, taking the Viola situation, talking to Viola, everything is good. Somebody's sister is like, who did you talk to? And you're like, we're collective. And they're going to be pissed. I don't know why, okay? I don't know. This is an example, okay? So, let's move on. For those that didn't have that name, that other name that I mentioned, I don't remember, but let's see. Yeah, they could be quite defensive right now, because of this reconciliation and past events. They feel incompetent in terms of being in a long-term relationship. It's kind of like they do want to be in a relationship, but they don't know if it's going to be long-lasting. Somebody's name is Antonio or Antonia. This person here is like happy with you. They're going to come in with some sort of something. Like, yeah, I'm happy, but I'm not sure if it's like if they're happy with you or with somebody else. Because this is where Antonia is kind of like, listen, collective, I'm already happy with somebody else, or it's gonna be like I'm already happy with collective. It's something of this nature. I'm also getting the energy of like I'm focused on work. Like, I don't have time to be like, you know, in a relationship. Like, it's kind of like, don't sweat the small stuff. Somebody's going to be very blunt, very abrasive. Like, no sugarcoating, okay? Let's go back to what I mentioned in the beginning. Angels told me what to do because I am so in love with quote-unquote collective, okay? Now, this is for everybody. This person here, they could have misjudged you unless somebody else judged you, which made them make the wrong decision in this connection. Now they realize that, oh my God, I have feelings for collective or you, okay? There's a mother figure, okay? I know I'm shitting a lot on karmic mother or family members. I'm so sorry. Family is good when it's stable and it's balanced, okay? Dealing with karmic family members is one heck of a lesson. I must say that, okay? So, yeah, somebody's mother was involved. It could be like, listen, whoever has the karmic mother, whether it's a female or a male, the mother is very much like, if you're going to be with my daughter or son, I come with the package. So the mother said something, whereas it influenced the connection. They took the mother's side, and the mother at some point realized that, oh my God, I am in the wrong. Will they apologize to you, collective? I don't think so. Will they do better? Yes. Now, do you, a person, male or female, feel embarrassed? They do. Okay? I don't know if you're too happy about dealing with them again, but they very much... I've been talking to angels. I'm in love with them. I don't know what to do. So that's for some, okay? I don't know. This is what I'm channeling, okay? Don't be upset. They're quite burdened though. I feel like you don't give a fuck about this mama girl or mama boy. You're resting, relaxing, on a break. You don't want to go through any more trials with this person. You feel like it's exhausting. You feel like it's overwhelming. You feel like it's draining. You're just like, no. I don't need this BS. They are in love with you though. And they realize, oh, this is going to sound so wrong, but like, listen, if the mother didn't say anything, I don't think they would have had their eyes open. That's all I gotta say. Some people are like that though. Like, they don't really be reacting until other people give their second opinion. There is peace here, but they don't feel at peace until you guys become lovers. Or not even that, like soulmates again, okay? Like, they really want this. Maybe talking to angels. I feel like even if it's like something small, they will take it. Like, let's just go for coffee, you know? Or let's just work on this project again. Or let's just go jogging. Let's just, you know? Something small. Like, somebody, they really do be, this mama boy, mama girl, really do be missing your presence. And they really, like, I know what happened. Is it the new moon? Is the full moon? Who knows? But like, they're really like, this card came out twice in this deck. Let me show you guys. Where is it? The 10 of Wands. It came out twice. They're very burdened. Like it's a no joke. It's really like, oh. This can't get any worse. Like, so yeah. Anything else that's relevant? Let me just randomly shuffle because I know I've been speaking for a while now. So somebody wants to marry. That's okay. Hold up. Anything else other than that channel message? Okay, so there's somebody that's in fear. It could be you or them. Why? It's because of a proposal. I feel like this has to do with, to be specific, attachment styles. Okay. Let's see. Attachment styles. So basically that means somebody, you or them, could be in a secure attachment, that where we all should be at. Or they could be in a dismissive, avoidant. Let me read it. Being a dismissive avoidant means that you feel trapped in a relationship, emotionally closed off, or hyper independent. If you're anxious, preoccupied, that means that you worry a lot about being alone. You love people pleasing and approval seeking, or you have a people pleasing or approval seeking personality. You are codependent, okay? And lastly, you could be in a fearful, avoidant, or dumb. That means that you like to flip flop around commitment. So you're somebody that is non-committal, okay? You struggle with trust and you overgive in relationship. There's also one more, secure attachment. Basically, you're comfortable in relationship, you know thyself, and you're independent, okay? Or interdependent. I do feel like what's relevant here is the submissive, fearful, and anxious one. Heavy on the fearful, avoidant, flip-flopping, non-committal, don't trust people, and you overgive in relationship. Somebody's in this vibration, you're dumb. And I feel like that goes back to angels, tell me what I need to do. I'm so in love with them. Somebody's in this fearful avoidance energy. You're dumb. Now, how you deal with that? Communication, whether with somebody or with them, okay? Because if you don't, there's gonna be a hard moment for you or them. Like if there's no let's communicate, there's gonna be a tired moment for you or them. Because somebody's in this energy. Somebody needs to stop hopping around from a relationship or giving too much. It goes back to the fearful situation. So, message number, they want to marry you. I think you guys heard that. This person here, it was an ending that should have never happened, or they never wanted things to end between you guys. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or not. But yeah, basically, they want to begin again, start a new chapter, and the chapter is to marry you. So yeah, they feel like you're the love of their life. That when you give you the Ace of Cups, or you're the Ace of Cups that they always wanted to be with after this ending, because the ending did happen for sure. It definitely did. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think so. Should I wrap it up? I think we should wrap it up. Oh, there's also somebody that has a lot of hope. Okay, or is hoping in the background, behind the scenes. Let's see. But they're really afraid as well. So let's see what they're hoping for. Like, check my notes. The way I've been doing this reading like 3 times, like back to back, is crazy. God is my strength. Oh my Lord. So the person that's hoping here right now, even though they're like really scared, according to my notes, it has to do with some sort of rise in fortune, ancestor blessing. So yeah, somebody's really hoping for some sort of ancestral. Okay. I guess in terms of this message, what I've been talking about overall, somebody's hoping for their ancestors' blessing. I don't think it has to do with money, but more so like, do you have the blessings to give when it comes to me loving this person, being with this person, marrying them? Okay, somebody's really banking on that. Your ancestors are on board, or their ancestor is on board, okay? That's kind of sweet though. It reminds me of like asking for permission, but it's like on a spiritual level, or as well as on a physical, like mom, dad, aunt and uncle, I'm gonna be with so-and-so. They're waiting for the answer, okay? Because I'm also tuning into somebody asking like their own family before they ask you, so they're kind of cool. That's sweet. I love that. Oh, I love that for you. Okay, so basically the reading is over. Low key. But if you resonate with what I'm about to say right now, stay tuned. there is this frequency, and I feel like it's heavy tied to the full moon that is coming up in like 2 days. Okay. But this could also be a thing where it's like a generational situation, like familiar spirits. Okay. Specifically in relation to the gaslighting spirit. Okay. The gaslighting spirit, let's look it up. Or gaslighting in general, it's basically when somebody's trying to distort or manipulate or mislead information. Okay? Trying to make you say, seem, look, something, be in a frequency that you are not in. Okay? They're trying to mind fuck you, basically. That's what gaslighting is. A lot of people could be in this energy during this season, or because you have healed, ascend, and overcome a lot of trials, and you're not around these people, the freaking entities is trying to attach themselves to the closest one thus far to make you feel like you're back in that same cycle, pattern again. Okay? This is something that I recently came across. And I feel like this is also one of the reasons I'm doing this reading for the third time, because I talked a lot about this and I got off track. Okay? But this could be symbolic though. Be aware of people trying to gaslight you, mind fuck you, people that are supposed to be a support system. Okay? Whether it's loved ones or not. What I've noticed specifically, which by the grace of God, I'm really happy that I'm seeing things for what they are. At first, I really thought it was on some human shit. And if that's the case, obviously I can stand up for myself and do. But then it reminded me a lot about how people that do know me or supposed to know me behave in a similar way. Like there's this, people be like, oh, narcissistic energy and energy vampires. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna tell you this: if I can read energy for people, I can sure do it for myself. When somebody comes across and trying to manipulate you, right? But it seems so familiar to how somebody else did it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like if you're getting manipulation or gaslighting from a family, that's kind of like, well, okay, mom did this, or my uncle did this. Obviously, they're gonna behave in the same way. But then, from a complete stranger that don't even share your blood, operates the same way, it's kind of like spooky, right? I don't know. I feel like that's what's happening. Because it was one thing to just be, and they would be saying the same shit and the same tone. Like, it's kind of laughable. I feel like that's what's happening right now. Hopefully it makes sense. So just be aware of that. Whereas like a lot of people, for me, I'm taking it as, it could be like a generational curse situation where there was always something hunting the family, and you could have been like the black sheep and you broke out of the matrix and whatnot. And it's kind of like if you ascend and you have cut off, if you're at peace, that means you succeeded. So therefore, they're trying their best to like latch onto you. So be strong, collective, okay, in your faith, in your walk, in yourself, because your trying times are trying to try you again, okay? I don't know if this is relevant though, but recently, like, I'm gonna be quite honest, I have a lot of karmic family members, okay? 90% of them, 95% of them are karmic, okay? And a lot of them are cut off, like a lot. But recently, I kind of like, my mom needed, like, I invited her to my place, were having kiki funny because there was a long time I was like, I'm not dealing with no karmic bullshit. Okay, because it was a different type of karmic. A different there's a karmic level to like friends and coworkers, and random strangers, but it's a different type of karmic shenanigans when you deal with it on a family basis. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like um it's you know what? It's like character development. It's like you're in a oh my god, like why are my brain fog moments happening right now? Like playing a video game, right? And you're like fighting new levels and whatever. That type of thing. That's how I feel like it is when it comes to like karmic family member. Like it never ends, and when you meet the big boss, it's kind of like, oh my god, it's now or never, and probably that's why you have to kind of cut them off when the video game has ended. It kind of feels like that when you deal with that karmic family members. It's a different ball game. But I say this to say, I invited her to my place, and again, for a long time, for a few months, I was kind of like no contact. And then I was in my space and good, and everything was cleansed. I was like, you know what, we're good again. Because I always know that things would have never worked if we were like in close proximity. I was like, okay, let me give it a try. As soon as I opened that door, collective, tell me why, and not why she was contacting everybody the reason why I didn't want to, because she was kind of like the link. It was just so funny to me. But I let it go. I was thinking, okay, it was like one that I already felt my emotion shifts. All of a sudden, the anxiety I had came back. I was thinking, never mind, let's cleanse it. And then she gradually started to have a little small combo. Then the phone calls happening, and it was kind of drama filled, karmic ass phone calls. I'm thinking, oh my god, we're back at square one again. And I asked myself, I have a choice. Do I stay in this or do we move forward? Like, there's no obligation anymore. We don't need to be in the vibration that we try so hard to heal, remove, be at peace with. Right after that phone call, I was like, because I have this thing still where it's kind of difficult for me to do a caught up, especially it's kind of weird, but that's how the frequency works. Because I was thinking maybe right on the phone, because she had no business being all this drama based filled right after we have had what I consider a decent Christmas, okay? And all of a sudden she upped the day after. I'm thinking, wow, this is crazy. I texted her and was like, if you are okay with this, I would mind for you not to call me with things that stress me out, right? And specifically not about certain people that still has caused a lot of trauma in my life, right? Because there's a thing in karmic families, I don't think it's just my own, when you either buy some gifts or you be laughing, everything is okay. Because there's a thing where karmic people, they don't be addressing shit, they don't be taking accountability, they don't be apologizing for nothing. They just think just because there are some gifts here, there are some laughs here, everything is good because you're not reactive anymore, you're at peace. No, you just choose to not bring it up, because if you've done it 10 times already, if they don't get it, you can only do so much, right? And they responded to me like, yeah, okay. And I felt this sense of Right? Oh my gosh, she actually understood that I don't want to deal with all of that. Though she said in the phone, I only called you about this because I wanted to share. Now she know for a fact there's no way that I want to have anything to do with that. But that's how karmic people work. But then right after, she's like, I'm doing this at work or whatever. And I know that was just her, she's trying to slither her way into my life thinking that I cut her off. See, past me would have been like, you're back on the cutoff game. But because I didn't cut her off, I realized the next person that I have an encounter with, that's supposed to be a support system of mine, she had the same familiar spirit. She's not even blood, but she had the same gaslighting familiar spirit that a lot of my family members that I cut off has to this day. And I'm here thinking, why do I need to go through this again? Is it because I know it sounds very paranoia based, but is it because I talked with my mom's again, with my karmic mom? Like, it didn't make sense to me. And that makes me reflect upon the fact, it might be sad, but there's some people you just kind of like have to let go. And they were never really part of, like, the thing is, I sound very light about this. Obviously there are some things that kind of like, there's no way I should even have them in my life at all, like on some serious stuff. But I choose to forgive, and I'm the type of person like, you know what, bygones be bygones, especially if I'm at peace. But according to the universe, it's a trick. So now I'm dealing with somebody that is still trying to, she said so many things similar to my dad and my mom, and I'm here thinking, oh my god, this spirit is still trying to knock me down, but through other people now, because it's been like a constant battle. The difference is this woman is supposed to be a support system to me, and she's acting this way. So it must be spiritual. It is. That it's in God's hands, it's in my angel's hands. The thing is, no matter what happens in my life, I know it's character development at this point. Is it for my eyes if it's good? With this specific scenario, I'm not quite sure. Because it's one thing if I be doing something wrong, if I haven't cleared karma, something is not fair enough, right? I need to address it. I need to speak up more, stop people pleasing, make sure that right becomes right. I have done that, and I still do it, but I still am dealing with that frequency. That doesn't make sense to me, so I don't know. Is it just me, collective? We have done all the messages today. Thank you for stopping by. I will say this, anyone that disturbed my peace, I know for a fact God will deal with this instantly. Because this familiar spirit to just for the person that's trying to be my support system, like, just today I realized it was so similar to the people that share my blood. Like, for a few weeks, I thought it was like on some human stuff, right? I know, maybe she's like prejudiced or whatever. But looking back at it, specifically today's meeting, I was like, oh my god, she is the image of so-and-so. Like, she mimics so-and-so to a T. So, beware, trying times. The darkness is at it again, the gaslighting spirit. They don't care who it is. If you cut cords with somebody, do I feel like it's linked to my family like that? I'm not quite sure yet, to be quite honest. But I do know I'm about to cut this person off because, first of all, she's not family. And I don't have obligation to work with her, and she don't have no obligation to work with me. So maybe I'm her karma, but like I don't know, she loses out money if she doesn't work with me, which is also so funny. Why she's acting in this gaslighting karmatic way, you know? Same thing about not taking accountability, twisting things, acting like she's there for me, but she is not. So I'm thinking, and it's so weird because everybody else in her circle understands where I'm coming from, but she is not comprehending, she's not understanding, and she is the one that's reactive and gets frustrated. So, am I in the wrong? I don't know. But it reminds me so much of my karmic family members, of like how they are behaving. So at this point, it's spiritual, you know? A lot of people are trying to make things so much complicated than what it is. Anxiety. It could be anxiety right now. These gaslighting people that are trying to do the whole gaslighting spirit situation, they're the ones that is about to be left alone. They're the ones that's going to have their peace disrupted because they was trying to do this to you, though. The thing is, I don't know what it is that they don't gain anything. These gaslighting karmic people. Hopefully, my examples, my personal story will make sense on a logical level. But yeah, they don't gain anything because I'm logically trying to explain what do they gain from attacking me like this. Is it money? Is it power? Because the way I'm seeing it, as an example, if I take my family into consideration, they now I've cut them off. So in my head, okay, clearly we don't mesh. I do me, you do, but then they wanted me to be back into it. So it's what is it, right? Because if I'm miserable, is it that? I don't know what it is. I know for a fact the non-family factor situation, it affects her job and her money. So and her reputation. So that also doesn't make sense to me. That's even worse. In terms of family, it could be a control thing, it could be ego thing. But it doesn't make sense for a stranger to be that way. For some guys, it could be a boss. It could be the person at the coffee shop or whatever, the flight attendant. But I don't know. People like so much empathy. It could be an ego thing. But I'm also here thinking, if it affects their money, why are you behaving weird, right? When it comes to family, the only thing I can think about is their, power. Them gaining power from gaslighting you, controlling you, having control, you know? When it comes to the family members, they don't give a fuck. They don't care anymore. They feel like they're doing this because their relationship wasn't good, or the fact that you're in a relationship and now they're like, we need to gaslight collective. So, because they have a relationship. You know what? I'm also taking this. Is gonna sound so weird to say, but let's say, oh, this is so hurtful, but a parent gaslighting you because things didn't work out with your dad or your mom. If you live in a 2-parent home, but they don't gain anything from that as well, because again, as an example, yeah, my life has been struggling a little bit, but let's say your mom is trying to gaslight you about your dad. You go and pick your dad's side. Your mom loses you. She doesn't gain anything. Now on the flip side, if your dad is on some BS, it can go back and forth. But let's just say on the fact that your mom was on the gaslighting bullshit when it comes to your dad, your mom loses you. Like, oh my god, that the gaslighting thing, how people, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me, for real. Like, especially if you have receipts. Like, if you're coming with receipts and you have people backing you up, like, people are really so delusional that they will believe their own lies. I don't think they feel like they're gonna lose out on something. I don't think that's the case. But they are. They're gonna lose out on a soulmate, on a somebody that was aligned with them, somebody that cared for them, loved them. You could have been the person that cared for them and loved them, their soulmate. You could also be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that they were trying to gaslight, and now they lose out on the person that truly ever cared about them, female or male. I know, people are just, hey, yeah. I feel like, you know what, the conclusion for you guys is that they're going to leave you alone, or you're going to walk away from them and do like me and cut them off, okay? Some of them might do magic though. I feel, what I was channeling, somebody might be a little bit deranged and do magic. Because they don't want to be single. Or they don't want you to be single, as in they want you to be with them. Deranged? Is that the right word? What is that? I mean, I know what it is. That the right word? So somebody could be crashing out. Deranged? That is so... I'm gonna look it up. Oh my god, this reading is too long. If this reading uploads tomorrow, do you know what it is? Deranged. And you're the same. Deranged. Somebody that is mad, insane. So somebody's gonna act deranged or mad or insane, and that's why they're gonna do magic. This is the person that has done gaslighting on you. He wasn't like that, collective. You're insane, but they're the ones insane and trying to manifest you back with magic, dark magic as well. You need to protect yourself. This part of the reading, this is not logical, love and light anymore. This is not, on some karmic bullshit. This is kind of deep though. The magic part is not to be played with. I feel like somebody is really like not right in the head, and I feel like they don't really care. So yeah, they're trying to do magic so you come back to them, or that you stay single. Sorry. Do magic so they don't stay single, number one, but specifically that you come back to them, or that you're gonna, either you like with them, or you stay single for the rest of your life and go back to them. Something of this nature, like, if they cannot be with you, nobody can have you. They're doing some dark magic. Collective need to stay single, doing magic. If they need to be with somebody else, they'll come back to me. That type of magic, okay? Like, for real, okay? This is not, oh my god, I'm envious and jealous on some karmic bullshit, right? The karmic, the gaslighting spirit is the real thing, but this is like beyond. This is giving, you have to actively do magic. like spell work, hoodoo, voodoo, against your will. That is something you need to pray against and rebuke and cleanse, fast against, like for real, okay? So, yeah, thank you for, hey, this is like my longest reading. Thank you. Really, collective. Side note though, for that one person that feels like I'm doing readings for clicks and views, watch this entire reading and tell me this is a click and view type of reading, or any of the 800,000 readings I do. I literally do 5 readings per day, every day. And I've done it for like 2 years on YouTube. Let me check. I got time today. Let's see. Let's see. Well, this is 2 years. The last video, right? And I joined 2020. And it's, my brain fog is back. Thank you, collective, for being here, because clearly the reading is over. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by and collecting the journal. So I've been on this side of YouTube for 5 years, okay? But all that I do, for that one comment that was like, stop being naive. All people do readings for clicks and views. But the messages I do, this is not for clicks and views, okay? It's for those that resonates. And with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Oh yeah, there's also a fire sign that wants to create some sort of balance or peace. This is going to be revealed whether on the full moon on the 14th or Saturday. I'm also channeling. Like, I don't want to, but I'm a bit annoyed at that random ass comment, but we're going to leave it because I've already infused myself too much in this reading in terms of my personal. Sorry, in terms of the moon cycle, not on the 14th, but that could be symbolic. But on the 12th, as you guys can see here, that is when the moon cycle will be. Bam. Okay? At least on that calendar. So, with that being said, thank you for stopping by.